take 4. So, anywho, hello. It's me, Crescent Moon. I have been on Spirit Talk, but I haven't been making my own videos, and I need to. So, I'm trying to get back into that. Although, this is getting really old with the because I keep fumbling over my words, and y'all know I hate editing. I know it's a necessity, and I legit have a brand new laptop my son got me or gave me because he bought whatever he gave me his old laptop, which is very new compared to the one I had before. I think I've only bought one new laptop in my, no, 2. I bought 2. I broke the first one, and literally the one that my mother gave me dropped right in front of her like a numbnut. But anyway, I have a laptop that I can do this on to edit and whatnot. I just lazy. I'll just redo them. I just keep starting over. But one, I hope everybody had a good 4th of July and a safe 4th of July, and I hope everybody's doing well considering the state that we're in, which is like limbo. Corona's still here, but it's not here, but it's here. Restrictions here, but not here. It's just a mess. So I know that just puts everybody in a weird state and stresses everybody out because, like, what do you do? There's nothing you can do. Anywho, I'm not trying to make this a depressive video, but I've seen a couple videos, and I just wanted to say to the newer witches coming in, because I know a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people have gone through an awakening process in the last couple months, because it's like an influx of maybe not new to the craft, but new to practicing, if that makes sense. Like, you've been a witch the whole time, but you've never physically practiced, you know? I don't know. I hope that's coming across the right way. So there's like mental magic, which of course goes into your physical magic. But some people are witchy and do witchy things without doing witchy things. But then they get into doing the witchy thing because they like the visualization properties and it helps with getting your intentions focused. So I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of people coming into the craft than there was for quite a while. I feel like we went through like a lull, and then it has bloomed again. So I just wanted to remind some people that may be new to practicing in the physical realm that keeping it simple is okay. You don't have to, buy all the things and get all the tools and, light 20 million candles for everything. Like, keep it simple. You don't need any of that. You have you. You. That's it. That's all you need. But I like pretty things, and I like things that help me focus. But it becomes a hoarding situation to a point. I'm just going to go ahead and warn y'all that are just now starting in. Once you buy one crystal, it's a gateway. You're going to buy 12 more within like 2 weeks. You get one book, and then you get another book, and then you get mad at the second book because it's just the same words in a different way as the first one, so then you buy another one. And then you find another topic, and then you buy that book. It's gateway. It's just all gateway. Oh my gosh. Gets out of hand and out of pocketbook quick. I just wanted to remind you, it's okay not to have the newest thing. It's okay to use what you have around your house, and it is okay to not use anything at all. To just manifest. Just sit down, find a quiet spot, maybe put some meditation music on, or some Zen music, whatever it's called. I use traditional meditation music on my Spotify, and it just puts me where I need to go, and then I can go where I need to go, if that makes sense. But don't stress. You don't have to buy a jillion things. You just need you and a little push. That's all you need. So, don't blow your wallet out trying to create this immaculate array of things. And I say this from a place of I did that and regretted it. because I bought a whole bunch of stuff that ended up going bad on me because I didn't use it all. I didn't need a pound of mugwort. Lord, I didn't need a pound of mugwort. 3 years later, the mugwort's bad. So, buy in small quantities. You don't need a pound of bay leaves. Actually, some people do, because I don't know. I use a lot of bay leaves. I just had to borrow bay leaves from my mother again. And I've started growing my own rosemary so I could stop borrowing. It's not even, I'm not going to give it back. So stop using my mother's. And, you know, just, I understand. You want all of everything. And it gets overwhelming. Because the more you read, the more you feel like you need to have. And the more you have, the more you need to create space for it. And it just rolls into this giant nightmare of you have stuff where stuff shouldn't even fit. Which is not a bad thing. If you roll that way, that's cool. I got to a point before we moved, I ran out of space. I was putting things, I had nooks. When we packed up that apartment, we had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. A very small, it was like 1,000 square feet. It was tiny. And we filled, I think, in whatever the largest U-Haul you can rent. We had a little space at the end, but like it was for like a large 3-bedroom house. And I filled that sucker. And it was a lot of my stuff, like, because I craft. I practice the craft, plus I craft, and my crafts take up like I paint. So I have canvas, an easel, I've got a ton of paintbrushes, I've got, you know, I have acrylic paint, and then I have my oil paints. They both have different boxes, and it's just, and don't even get me started on paper, oh my god. Making books. I have so much paper. And it's not just like paper. It's like pretty paper, you know, and Halloween theme paper and witch theme. I mean, it's just all over the place. Pretty florals, old, like, looks like old floral wallpaper. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I just love paper. And that and that's not including my I mean, I just have so much junk. And it's not junk to me, but it's junk to everybody else. It's just a maddening cycle. And then you add craft into that, like witchcraft. It takes up a lot of room. A lot of money. You know how some people invest in gold? I think I invested in crystals. I've got crystals. And every time I like go through, I find like another bag of crystals. No clue where they get. I couldn't even tell. It's like they're multiplying. Telling you they're multiplying. And now I'm in a place that doesn't have not one metaphysical shop in a 20-mile range. Like, I have to either drive into Charleston, which is an hour and a half, or I have to go up to Myrtle Beach, which with traffic is about an hour and a little bit, just to get to a metaphysical shop. Now, there is one in Pawleys Island, which is like 20 minutes from me. But I haven't been back to that one. And I can't tell you why. There's just something. I don't know. I haven't been back to that one since we moved here. But anyway, I need to take another trip. Just to see if the vibe has changed any. Because, I don't know. I got a twinge of something, you know? So, I don't know. I have to order everything online. And I miss physical shops. Like, there are certain parts of moving from the city that I didn't think I would miss that I miss. Like, I miss Phoenix and the Dragon. I miss Simple Strands. She had the best shop. Simple Strands, what it didn't have in space, she had in quality. Like, she carried some awesome stuff, and in a wide variety of it, but it just a little amounts. Whereas Phoenix and the Dragon just was huge. I mean, it was just huge. You could find, I mean, you just find everything there. But it didn't have that vibe. I mean, it had a good vibe, but it didn't have Simple Strands. Like, if Simple Strands put a couch in, I'd never leave. It was so awesome. And that lady would talk to you till the day was full. She just didn't care. She was so nice. Like, genuinely. You know how somebody's nice because they're trying to hurry up, sell what they're going to sell and get on with it? This lady was genuinely nice. She was a very nice lady. So, and I miss that. But, you know, it is what it is. You do what you got to do. I guess this is just going to be a catch-up video and just like a, hey, you know, keep it simple. You don't have to go 10,000 ways extra to do something. You just need to focus your intention. That's all you need. And if you need physical representation for that, then that's what you do. You don't have to have everything all at once. And I know the allure of all the pretty, shiny, cool things. And they're useful. Don't get me wrong. They're very, 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 very useful. But if you're struggling and you get downtrodden because, you know, you're on a budget, like a strict budget. Like a lot of us are on a strict budget and you just can't go out and buy whatever. You just can't. Like, it's just not in your budget to do it this week or next week. It's something that's going to have to wait. Don't put your spell off because you don't have one thing. Do your spell. Visualize that object. Use what you have available. Don't wait. Don't put your magic on hold because you don't have a physical object. You know, everything you need is up here and in here. And in here, of course. You know, it's you. It's basically just you. But I get a lot of people that contact me. I'm like, man, I wish I had this to do that, and I just can't afford it right now. You don't have to. Put that little bit of money, whatever it takes to get that object is fine, but don't break yourself. But also don't put off your magic because you don't have one thing or, you know, don't have anything. You can use whatever you need. You can use whatever you want. There are a million ways to look up substitutes, and you don't even have to look them up. You can just come up with them. If it means something to you, then that's all that matters. So, I don't know. It's been nagging at me for a couple days, so I just wanted to come on and, you know, kind of, somebody needed to hear it. I don't know who. Somebody needed to hear it. You don't have to have all the fancy, shiny things. You don't have to go to every gem show that comes to town. You don't have to hit every metaphysical shop every week to get a certain item. That's not what magic's about. Magic is focus and intention. If you have focus and intention, then you're good to go. You know, and a lot of y'all practice without even knowing it. And I think we forget sometimes that we do that. Manifestation doesn't require anything but you. So it's like the minute you say something and then you have some weird coincidence that something or someone crosses your path or they text you out of the blue, that's manifestation. You have put that in the atmosphere and they have responded. Never forget the power that you hold. It's not in tools. It's not in anything. I know we get caught up in tools and they're pretty and they do help us focus. I will say that. It's not that they don't do anything and they don't mean anything. It's the fact that you hold the power to put the power in those tools to help you accomplish your goals. So don't ever forget that that power solely relies on you. I just wanted y'all to remember that. Because sometimes people get caught up and then they get depressed and upset and envious and, you know, it just, don't let it get to that point. At that point, you know, the goal is lost. Come back to you. You know, I do like my shiny things, but I also understand budgeting more now than I ever did. Should have learned that lesson a long time ago, but I didn't. Here we are. So, what I would say is maybe if there are things you just have to have, and it is okay to want them. It is okay to have wants. that aren't necessarily needs. Go through your budget, set a little money aside. How long is it going to take you to accomplish that goal? What can you do to accomplish that goal? Is there something that you can sell or trade or whatever to accomplish that goal? You know, could that go on a Christmas list or a birthday list? You know, just think outside the box. Don't rush out and spend money you don't have to spend, especially in the damn days we're in now, on an item that you really don't need. You want it, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting something. I want everything all the time. Self-control has never been my thing. I'm learning it slowly, but and when I say learning self-control, I have to cut myself off from everything. I can't buy nothing that is not a necessity. So I have to go back through all my stuff because I have so much stuff sometimes I forget what I have. And I have cut down a lot because I bought a bunch of herbs a couple years ago that I was using regularly, and then I stopped using them because my practice shifted a little bit. So then all that stuff that I wasted that money on just went literal to waste, which is unfortunate, and you never want to do that. So I'm just saying, be the turtle, not the rabbit. Whatever that saying goes, with a turtle and a rabbit, do that. You know, bide your time, wait for a sale, put your money aside, and who knows, you might be able to get a bigger thing than what you wanted in the beginning, you know? I don't know. This sounds very preachy, and I don't mean to do that. But it happened. Anywho, y'all have a good night. I will see y'all Thursday on Spirit Talk. I think it's my channel, but I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that, because y'all know I get sidetracked. I don't know what's going on. But please be safe and be healthy, prosperous, do all those things. Enjoy yourselves responsibly. Have a good night. Bye.